DJ Iron
Yep.
Monkey.
Yep.
We back for another Saturday conversation, episode 92, freshman year of high
Yeah.
school for me.
La- yeah. Last broadcast of the year.
Last broadcast of the year 2020 in the books after this. So, uh,
You know how many people were like, "Yo, 2020 is gonna be my year."
oh man, I wonder if any of those people had a good 2020. All y'all cats out there that was like, 2020, this is my year. This is my year to shine. This is my year to do
Mhm,
all these things. Yo, I'm gonna travel. I'm gonna put away
mhm.
all this money. How y'all doing?
Yeah.
How
If
y'all
anything,
doing?
nah. Honestly, my 2020 resolution was, I'm actually go out to more of my friends' functions.
Hey, you made it out to a couple, and then boom. But if you made
Hey,
it
I did
out,
what I could.
if you made it out to more than you did the year before, then you
You know, though,
achieved.
it was also the Zoom thing. So it was like, with 2020, it was like, even if I couldn't be there physically, I would try to be there in Zoom form. And even with that, it's like it was hard. But one thing that actually I liked was, in 2020 was is them Zoom parties, like what D Nice was doing, because D Nice is basically the gold standard when it comes to that. Like, he's getting awards and recognitions and shit like that. He's getting Obamas, Clintons, and everybody tuning into his shit, well, at his peak. But then they had the Tory Lane shit.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah,
but then it was like also sharing it with your buddies, and it's like, yo, did you see Quarantine Radio, and like, some wacky shit that was happening.
yeah. I
So
didn't, I didn't really
I
get
like it.
into too much of the Zoom lives. Like some of them, I mean, I did a few.
Mhm.
Um, I would watch D Nice when he was on from time to time, but it seemed like after a while, like everybody was going live at like the same time. So you had to like
Yeah,
scroll through, like, you got five DJs on plus like five rapping ass dudes, and
yeah.
maybe a verses at the same time and shit. It was just like,
Versus is another one too that I wanted to bring up too. But yeah, just sharing those moments with people, even though you couldn't physically be there. The thing that I like was is a lot of the shit was for free. I know Erica Badu was doing some concerts where it was benefiting like her musicians, her background singers, and some other local folk, where she was actually charging people $1, and she would perform for like 4 or 5 hours. So it's like you're getting a ill ass concert for $1.
yeah.
So
And she
some
probably
people was
got how many?
charging.
She got how many followers though? Like she could charge.
Yeah.
She still made out. I mean, her band. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure she had it.
Oh yeah. Plus
However,
she
she
did the verses
distributed
too
that.
with Jill Scott too. So that verses was real nice too.
But
You
yeah,
know.
we're gonna get more into 2020 recap. But like, how was your Christmas, man? Let's start with last week before we start diving back into the year that
Yeah, yeah,
was.
yeah. My Christmas has been pretty decent. My kids are here. All three of them. They're over there playing either sorry or categories now, arguing over some bullshit. But they got to work it out. They're still young. So my oldest is 18, so she's grown,
Right.
and then my youngest is 11, about to be 12. She's grown, and then my son 17 in the middle. He's getting ganged up on him, and so everything's always his fault, and he doesn't like it all the time. But he'll learn. As a middle child, that's one of them kind of things you got to learn. But no, just been relaxing, watching movies, cooking with the kids. Had some duck yesterday. My daughter loves the duck.
Oh, word.
Cornish game hen. Made some baked mac and cheese, some rice, some veggies, some.
Damn, I ain't done a Cornish hen
Uh,
in a mad long time, yo. I might have to go to the store and get some Cornish hens.
yeah, man. I had
That's
to get
just
all Julius. Was it Julia Childs on them?
Julia Childs. Okay.
Yeah,
What,
yeah,
was-
yeah,
what,
yeah.
did, what, was, what was on the wish list, man? Do y'all do Christmas Eve or do you do Christmas morning? Like, how do y'all open gifts? Like, I
Uh,
know like a lot of folks started doing Christmas Eve. I used to do Christmas. We used to do Christmas Eve. We'd open
well,
like, at least a couple gifts, and then we just started opening all
well,
the gifts on Christmas Eve.
what time did you start? Like 12 o'clock?
What, opening gifts on Christmas Eve?
Yeah.
Oh man, like when we was, I mean, this year we opened gifts like the next, actually on Christmas, but I mean, like 9, 10 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Like you can open a gift.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Or
All right.
sometimes, and then it started just like being like, "Yo, just open all the gifts because I'm not trying to get up early." Leave
Yeah,
like
when I
two,
was younger,
two, two
I used to
gifts.
stay up until 12. Like when I was younger, I used to stay up until 12 and like watch TV and like force myself to stay up so I could at least open one thing because it was the excitement. I was young, and even with my kids, it was the same kind of thing. It was like I would stay up, they would fall asleep, I would wake them up at 12, just so they had that little bit of excitement. Now that they're old, and it's at the point where it's like we was watching a movie. I forgot what movie we was watching. I think it's Max Cloud, some bullshit ass movie. And then like me and my daughter, we ended up falling asleep because I had to work that day on Christmas Eve. But then we ended up waking up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So it's like, all right, cool, 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 cool. So turn on the light, try to wake up my son. My son was heated. I got a headache. Turn on the light. No, I got a headache. I'm like, yo, it's Christmas Eve. I don't care. I'm like, come on, Grinchy gang. Like, come on, kid. Like, so he started getting tight. But everything was everything.
Word.
But
Yo,
no, like but at like after like 3 o'clock, with me and my daughter, we end up just watching like I think it was like Johnny Quest or something, and then end up falling asleep again and waking up at around like 9 o'clock, make breakfast and shit on Christmas Day, open more gifts. So you know, it
word.
was nice. It's just having them here and being able to be mad at them and physically be there to be mad at them and yell at them rather than be virtual and be like, hey, fuck that shit, hang up the phone and then go about my business.
Yeah, my
So it's
Christmas is all
different when
right,
they're
man.
actually here.
We stayed. I mean, I had to work. I worked like 60 hours, 63 hours by Friday. We were trying to get all these packages out, man. We was dropping like
Yeah,
we was probably doing like 2,000, 3,000 packages a day, and still behind.
yeah,
So
man.
you know,
Salute to you and
so
all the delivery folk out there, man,
shout out to
trying to make
everybody
it
holding.
happen.
Shout out to everybody down like on the routes holding down the mailman with snacks and shit. Y'all are the real
Uh,
MVPs.
all
Some people
right,
some
all
people have some
right.
good snacks out there. Some people have some trail mix and shit. Some people actually had
Uh,
like snacks. Uh, but yeah, we
Yeah,
did
see,
the
me personally, like, I'll be kind of wary of some of that because it's like, yo, you haven't been nice to me all year. Now, all of a sudden, you're making me cookies. Like,
nah,
there's
people
something
listen,
feel laxative about these cookies, man.
people in Barrington are real nice people.
Uh,
But
uh,
yo, so
all right, all right.
Christmas Day I came, I was up actually late because I was like trying to wait everybody out so I could wrap the gifts, and I ended up falling asleep, waking up at like 3 in the morning, wrapping all the gifts real
Mm.
quick. Um, then woke
I
up,
say,
man.
yo, gift wrapper.
It always starts off as gift wrapping and ends up just slapping shit in bags, just gift bag, done.
Yeah, I'm the MC Gusto of Christmas gifts, man. I'm not a rapper.
But
I'm not a rapper.
but
I just keep it in the
got up,
box. Throw some paper.
got up,
I'm not a rapper shit.
made some breakfast. You know what I'm
All
saying? Chill
right.
with the family all day. We watched I forced them to watch Bed Knobs and Broomsticks with me, the Angela
All
Lansbury
right.
joint. And then we watched Soul, which I thought was pretty good, you know. Uh,
I've watched Soul about 3 times. Like me and my daughter, we've watched it about 3 times. Like my oldest daughter, she came in today, so we watched it with her and my father. Now my father doesn't ever really watch movies, so like having him actually watch a whole movie is kind of weird.
yeah,
But it was a good movie.
nah, Soul
I
was
I,
good.
I
And
enjoyed it.
then after that, we watched, I watched that new Wonder Woman shit. It was trash. Don't even waste your time. But and then
Okay.
today back to work, man. We fucking grind don't stop. We still out here doing this mail shit. But
Mm.
you know, enough of that.
Yeah. All right. All
Shit.
right.
Hey man, this is the last show of 2020, like we said earlier. And
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of crazy, wild shit happening from COVID
Oh
to
yeah.
the election cycle to
Is the
Cash.
election cycle over?
Yeah, no, yeah, I think officially now. Um,
Nah, because they got the Georgia runoffs.
that's not part of the elect. That's not part of the presidential election cycle.
Oh, the presidential. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right. Thought you were just
Elections.
saying the elections. Okay,
But yeah,
okay,
there's still the
okay.
runoff elections, right? So, but that shit got to be figured
Mhm.
out. But it's a little different, I think, on the state level. But
Yeah, even
what
though
else we
Homeboy
had?
still didn't concede.
We had, yeah. But I mean, if I beat you, I beat you. You ain't got to tell me that I won.
Yo, for real. Yo,
You ain't got to tell me that I won. I already know
but
that shit.
but I but I was up in the third quarter. How all of a sudden, by the end of the fourth quarter, you got more points than me? So where did all these points come from?
Hey, but what else do we have? We had the elections. We had they canceled the Olympics. This is
Oh
another
yeah.
year they canceled the Olympics. Uh,
Yo, I actually watched the Atlanta opening to the Olympics today because like somehow I totally forgot that I had YouTube TV. So I finally hooked it up to my TV as like a little Christmas gift to myself.
but you checked
And I
your
was like,
bank
oh shit.
account. You checked your bank
No,
account.
no,
Was
no.
like, yo, what the fuck is this?
Nah. Well, yeah, nah, that happened a couple of days ago. But besides that, nah, somebody like I share an account with someone because I give them an account and then they trade off. So that's the thing that me and my lady got going on. So with that, like she has YouTube TV. So I'm like, all right, let me go into the emails and let me see about this. So I hooked it up and then I ended up catching the Atlanta Open and I'm like, oh shit. And then they had Muhammad Ali at the end, and it was real nice. It was real nice. I kind of got teary. It's something about the Olympics. I love the
Yo, I
Olympics,
love
the
the Olympics.
Olympics, and World Cup soccer.
Winter Olympics or Summer
Like those things
Olympics?
make me teary eye. I'm a Summer Olympics. Oh, all day Summer Olympics.
Or you
Even though
just
we're still trying to work out that whole curling
work out the
thing.
whole curling
That
thing? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, the Trinidad curling team. Like I told my father about it. My father's really down with it. He
Oh
was like,
shit.
yo, my father was actually really excited for it. I'm like, all right,
Oh
easy,
word.
all
All
right.
right, we'll have to make that happen.
Yeah,
Um,
get sponsorship and shit. So,
what
and team. I need to clean up my language
right.
if we're gonna get
What's your
sponsorship and
what's
team.
your favorite sport to watch in the Olympics? Since we already here.
All right, so Olympics. What am I
Summer, we're
missing?
looking at, I
All
mean,
right.
Summer Olympics being your favorite Olympics. Like, what's the part of the Summer Olympics where you just glued to the TV?
Track and field. Like, cause that was my shit. Track and field. Swimming is another thing. Diving.
And I can't fuck with the
I,
diving,
I,
man.
I
I'm
like
either
like
watching.
like I have a guilty pleasure with the Olympics with rhythmic gymnastics because it's so senseless to me. It's just something about rhythmic gymnastic. But now that they have breakdancing, I'm like, all right, easy. It's not gonna be in this Olympics. It's gonna be in next
Right.
couple of years, the next Summer Olympics. But I'm excited for breakdancing actually making it.
Yeah,
But
who's gonna? I don't know, man. It seems like it's gonna be weird to watch, and
yeah, no, off yeah.
no, just in general, just like you just
Mm.
watching. It's gonna be like watching rhythmic gymnastics, where you're gonna be like most people don't know what goes on in breakdancing. Like they don't know all the moves. They don't know like the level of difficulty
Hmm.
that it takes to do that shit. So it's gonna
You'd be
be
like, yo, is he having a seizure?
like three quarters
No,
of the world is
that's the
gonna be
move.
like, they'll be like, yo, what the fuck am I watching? Just like when we watch in rhythmic gymnastics, we're like, we don't know what it takes to twirl that ribbon like that and shit. I mean, I don't know, but
Yeah, because I'm at home sitting there like and I actually do watch it. I can't tell you names and like what countries usually dominate in rhythmic gymnastic. I'm not at that level of
probably the
interest.
Russians.
I would say the Czech Republic, but yeah, okay. You
You
know.
know, and
Um
like how to do that little ball shit with the big ball. Man, listen, it's just probably super
oh
hard.
yeah.
You
Oh
know,
yeah,
with the
remember
hula hoop.
back in like the early 2000s how they had that little ball that people used to think used to float. They used to do all that shit with the ball.
You know, my guilty
Man,
pleasure Olympic sport is synchronized swimming.
yeah, that's a good one.
Synchronized
That's a
swimming
good
is
one.
like, because you're like, why are they doing this shit upside down? Like, I don't understand why I'm
Yeah,
watching. but I just can't stop watching
but then you catch somebody that's real sloppy. You're like, yo, this person's really
it.
sloppy with it. Yeah, because like, see, in Winter Olympics is ice skating because Sabbath true. I only watched it for the anticipation of somebody falling. Right? I'm like, oh shit, she's gonna do a backflip. Yo, she's gonna break her neck. Yo, I'm gonna see this on live TV. Oh shit, I don't want to see somebody break their neck on live TV.
That's terrible, man.
But then no, but I'm still watching, and that's the guilty pleasure
That's
of me
terrible.
watching. I know,
Waiting,
and
just
I'm not
waiting.
proud
But
of it.
that's
It's
kind of why
nothing
I
that I'm
watch.
proud of.
That's why I watch rodeo, like bull riding and shit. So I just be wanting to see the
You
dudes get
see?
fucked up, yo. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know none of the dudes. I know there's some like Mexican dudes that's like running this shit now, and then but
Mm.
like I want to see. I don't watch the barrel rolling and none of that other rodeo shit. I want to see
Oh
dudes.
no,
I want to see dudes strap to
that
bulls, get thrown off those bulls, and then get fucked up by those bulls.
get
Like,
stomped in the chest with it. Boom. Uh,
or
man, that's
like
hurtful.
toss a rodeo clown or some shit. Like that's the only. It's like watching hockey
But
for the fights.
yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah, that's true.
I can't
I
ice
do
skate. I
watch
don't know what the fuck
hockey.
is good. I do watch hockey, but I'm always waiting for the fight.
Oh
And if
yeah.
there
Be
ain't no
like,
fight,
oh
I'm mad.
snap, yo, you gonna let him just hip check you like that?
Right? Some of
Yo,
those
and let him
hits,
get away with that?
you ain't about to crash me into the boards like that. Like we
Oh no,
fighting,
hell
dog.
no.
Nah.
Oh yeah.
But
All right, so
yo, let's
yeah,
go
so
back to the recap, man.
all right, so
Let's
with
go back to the
2020,
recap.
like, so
Where
with
was
2020, like, I know we earlier talked about some of the streamings that were the main thing, but with the streamings, like, the what was some of your favorite verses? You remember some of them offhand?
man? I wasn't really looking forward. My favorite ones are the ones I actually watched. Jill
The
Scott and
RZA,
Erica Badu, the
you watched the
RZA,
RZA and Premiere?
the Beanie Man. Uh,
Yeah, that was the best. That was the most entertaining one,
the
especially
first
when the cops showed up.
Yeah, the first one with Swiss and Tim when they before it was the verses when they were just going back and forth on Instagram.
Mm,
You know what I mean? Like,
mm.
but like I don't know, man. It's tough for me to sit in front of like the IG and watch like live videos because I can't take all the comments away, and that shit just gets on my fucking nerves. But
Yeah,
those
yeah.
were the good ones. The Jada and Fab one was dope. You know what I'm saying? But then
Okay.
there was a few that I wasn't even trying to look for. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You wasn't looking forward to your boy E40
yo, I missed that
at Too
one.
Short?
I'm mad I missed that one. I got to go back and watch that one. That's the one I had.
Yeah. Cause I know you're an E40 dude. Cause I kept
Yeah,
telling my son, I'm like, yo, Daryl really loves E40. Yo, it's something that it's just I can't get with E40. So I always give him a chance because that's your boy. And I'm like, you know what? I just got, and they kept shouting out the D. They're like, yo, the Bay Area and the D, we just got that, like we cousins kind of thing. So they
yeah.
kept. I'm like, yeah, you see, like I could get down with that. You know, I could get down with
Yo,
that.
the production
So
is
I
is
gave him a chance.
superb. What else was I streaming, man? I've been watching when it comes to
All
like
TV
internet
shows.
when it comes to like internet streaming, man. I've been watching that Kevin Hart interview show, that Cold as Balls or whatever.
Oh,
Like
really? Where?
I watch all them shits, man. Like they're kind of interesting interviews, but uh
You
as
know
far
what?
as like TV shows, man, like I started
Mm.
watching Designated Survivor. Uh,
Oh,
Me and Nadine
what's that
watched.
on? Like A&E?
Nah. It's on Netflix.
Mm.
Um, and then we watched Nadine. I put Nadine onto Curb Your Enthusiasm, so we watched that recently.
Mm.
Uh,
Yeah, that's my Caucasian.
like I
Mhm.
didn't really binge watch anything new. I kind of just took the time to like go back, like during the pandemic, especially in the beginning when I wasn't working. I kind of took that opportunity to go back and watch the stuff that I was like left off on,
Yeah, cause
like
you was
catching
at
up on all
home.
my shows.
Yeah, cause you was at home for a bit. Like, and I still had to go to work as an essential worker. So, like for me, it was like I was just catching shit when I could catch them. But like, I want to say, Quibi was a real nice idea while it lasted.
Yo, what happened to Quibi? man? What happened?
Yo, that was really my
Did that
shit
shit
though.
even
Yeah.
exist anymore? Like they went out fast. Like it was like Quibi
Yo,
came
they was
out.
born in 2000 and died in no, they was born in 2020 and died in 2020.
Yo, like it
They
didn't
only
even last.
lasted for like 6 months.
It didn't even last that long, dog. Like I don't even know
Mm.
anybody. Like Kevin Hart made that one little movie.
Yo, there was mad shows I was
I don't even
rocking on
know.
Quibi.
And now that
Yo,
shit's just
I
gone. They just closed the
yo,
doors.
yo, I'm mad. I totally forgot because when I was making my list, I totally spaced on Quibi because it was such a flash in the pan where it was like, yo, it was like, because it was that show. Then Homeboy from Saturday Night Live, he had some show with him and his wife where they lost their jobs and they had this dream of flipping homes. So some way somehow they end up buying this home in the desert, right? And they was flipping the house and they're filming it to make a little demo for their show. And then in the process of it, they find money inside the house. And then they end up fixing up the house real nice and they get this big crew. But then these motherfuckers come back for their money and they're like, oh, okay. Oh, we see what you did with this little bit of money. We got something for you. You got to pay us back. So what they got to do now is flip this now cartel dude's house and make his house nice, but there's a bunch of other shady shit going on the low. Yo, they had a bunch of nice shows. They had The Fugitive. They had this one with
I don't
the
know, man. I just
Samson brothers. Oh
oh
man, it was nice. Oh, I loved it.
I don't I
Oh,
mean
that deadliest game one, the most deadliest game one, it was real ill. That
I didn't
concept was
watch
ill.
I didn't
Where
watch any of it, so I have no idea what you're talking about right now. Like I didn't watch one bit of Quibi because it
yo,
just did like I didn't want to work. I don't want to watch my phone for that long. You know what I'm saying?
it's
Like
only like yeah, it's like only 7 minutes, 10 minutes. So
that's
it's
too
like if
long.
you're in the bathroom at work, like I could watch an episode and be in the bathroom at work, or if I'm on my lunch break, like my whole lunch break is in a whole episode. I could watch 3 episodes on my lunch break.
I don't know, man. I can't watch. I can't even watch movies on my phone. So I don't even. I
Mm.
would never be able to do it. But it seemed like a good idea in the beginning, and that shit like fizzled the fuck out real fast. It
Yeah.
lost to TikTok, which is like 30-second videos.
Um,
Like
TikTok.
imagine you come out with a great idea and then you get beat by the same idea just faster.
Yo, see TikTok. The fact that they got TikTok people and TikTok superstars. I'm like, I guess.
Yo,
Hey,
if you go viral on TikTok though, man, you talking like 5 million views real quick, and then like now you're just like
yo,
weirdly kind of
didn't that
famous.
dog face dude come up on TikTok too?
The skateboarding ass dude with the grape juice or whatever the fuck. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
dog
was a
face.
TikTok video, man.
Yo, he came up heavy. Woo! Came up on a truck.
Yo,
Came up on a year supply of ocean spray.
nah, he
Like
had
now he got a millions of followers on Instagram and shit.
millions
Oh,
smoking with Snoop. Like
oh,
his life changed. That's the thing.
oh
Like you
yeah.
get one viral video and your whole world could be crazy, man. Like I know a couple people that got like one of the chicks I used to work with at the club. Like she got a viral video, like
Oh,
500,000, 600,000 views. All she doing is spinning around on a fucking bar stool.
yeah. That's another thing with 2022 is like early in the game, I was like, yo, people gonna come up on like their online stripping game and cash apps, but what they end up doing was doing the OnlyFans.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah. Yo,
OnlyFans came up heavy.
so many people got OnlyFans.
Woo.
Like some people are
Yeah, some
probably
people
never
just
gonna go
yo,
back to their job because their OnlyFans is fucking cashing in
oh
right
yeah,
now.
and they
But
just baking bread nude.
and
Like that's
here's
it.
the thing too, like how long
Everything's not
OnlyFans
sexual.
like the pandemic like pulled a lot of stuff forward that just been sitting in the background, like just like low
Mm.
key underground rap. Just like people know about it, but they don't know about it. And now everybody got time to sit around and like surf the internet and shit. And now they're like finding
Hmm.
like Quibi probably been a company for fucking 10
No,
years. It's
no, it
shit.
was
There's
only 6 months.
yeah, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like how long OnlyFans been around? Like it wasn't some shit that just popped up. People probably had
Yeah,
only like probably like it's like when you first discovered like MySpace. And you're like,
yeah, Black Planet.
everybody's on this shit already. Like, how come I wasn't up on this shit? Like, and they're like, oh, you didn't know about this shit? Like,
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah,
and
like
now it's
like
like,
Black Planet, where you used to have like your profile, and then you used to have like 5 songs that you used to just personally select that represents your personality.
but like it's crazy, like the amount of things that happened during the pandemic, like that,
Oh yeah.
like opportunities for people with like people are famous for some of the weirdest shit. This is the thing that kind of like got me like damn, people get famous. Like it used to be like you used to have like a weird talent or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Actual skill,
Or like a skill.
a sustainable skill.
Now
Yeah.
you could just make up a funny dance or
Y-
or or or
Yeah.
or do something like this, like just do something weird, and now boom, like you're fucking semi
Yeah,
famous.
now it's more about the story than the actual skill and talent.
Like
It's
you
like, oh,
you're
what's
doing
the
like
story behind it?
or you're doing like a slow motion hair flip, or what's his name, Salt
Uh,
Bay. Even though Salt Bay was famous before the pandemic, but like
yeah, I
that
heard
dude,
his cooking's really not that good though. That's the other thing that I heard on the Lolo.
yo,
But that's
I
beside the
got him.
point. You
I
didn't hear
follow
that
him
from
on
me.
Instagram, and like all he really does is just cut steaks on his Instagram.
Oh yeah, his cutting skills are sweet. Oh
Every
yeah.
video is just him cutting meat. Like,
Nah, no, seriously, 2020, there was a moment where like for a solid, I want to say at least 3 weeks heavy, I was watching at least like 7 of his videos like a day, 8 videos a day, like easily. And I don't know why. I'm like, damn, this all this motherfucker doing is just cutting meat.
yo, he's really literally just cutting meat.
And
He
then
might
sharpening the knife,
sharpening a knife, you know, and he
and then it's like butter.
and he's like cutting meat in slow motion. Like it's like this
Yeah,
weird like food porn. And like
but
this is
but
just
yo,
watching that shit.
it's just the fact that it's just so razor sharp. I'm like, yo, I don't, yo, I'm just, and it's just like a hot knife through butter. It's just,
Yo, where his knife's as sharp as shit, man. Like
I think
that
that's what it was for me. It was just the sharp knives,
I watched the
and I'm not
video the
even a
other
knives
day
guy
where,
like that.
he was cutting the Kobe beef steak that was wrapped in gold foil or some shit.
Ah, I think I saw that one.
And then he just squeezes it together and all the juices and the sizzle comes out of that shit. And you're like, why am I even watching this?
Mm.
Now I want a steak. Like
Yo, for
it's
real.
legit. It's like,
Yo, I already told myself already, like for my birthday, for when I turn 42, I'm like, look, I'm gonna get some like a dry aged steak. I already told myself
oh
it's
man,
gonna be extra marbleized.
you're gonna make a meat cutting
I'm
video, dog.
no. I'm gonna go to what you call it, Whole Foods, and be like, all right, you see that one in the back? How long that been there? All right, you know what? Mark that one off for my birthday. I'm gonna come back for that one in next 2 more months.
But then
I'm
what are you gonna
like,
do with the steak? Are you gonna do like a Salt Bay? Like,
no, I don't know. That's the thing. Like I'm scared. Like now it's up to me to cook this meat. It's like, what if I fuck it up? So it's like,
well, you
I don't
just
know.
gotta. I don't know, man. I kind of want to see him do
I'm
this
still
shit
trying to
live
figure it
though.
out.
I
Hmm?
want to see him do this shit live, like the knife shit, because he got that restaurant in Boston now. Like,
Yeah.
but if I go
I
there and
don't know
he's
if they're
not,
still. I don't know if they're still open though. I heard they closed down though.
oh
I
shit,
heard
that's
there
right.
was. Yeah,
Maybe.
nah. There was like a little incident, but it wasn't even because of the incident, but it was the whole COVID thing that actually shut them down. But not like
What's your top five movies of 2020?
movies. Oh shit! Damn. Oh damn. Damn movies. Whew, working backwards. So was good. Working backwards.
Damn, I asked the question. I don't
hmm.
even know if I've seen five movies this year.
No. Oh, I saw a lot of
Like
movies.
I'm talking about like
Oh,
newer movies. I watched a ton of movies, but I didn't watch that many
oh,
newer
oh
movies.
no. Like that's one thing with this pandemic. Like between like movies and TV shows, like I watched a lot. Even though I still had to work, I still found time somewhere somehow to still watch a lot of shows. But some of my favorite movies, Soul was good, working backwards. Yo, DC though does not do their characters any justice in live action movies. Like their cartoon movies are way better, like by far.
All
Like
right, so what's
I
the stay on task, man.
I
You veering
let me
off from your
see.
list.
Fat Man was good. I like that. Me and my daughter watched that a couple of times. Um you can name two more? You could name two? While I try to think of some other movies because I know
Oh
there's some
man,
great ones.
this year's movies, shit. What I watched that I really enjoyed, The Last Jedi, which a lot of people didn't like, but I enjoyed. I enjoyed The Last Jedi.
Last Jedi was good. Okay, I'll give you
So
that. Yeah, that came out this year.
Soul was pretty smooth. Um, what else did I
I
watch that I
got one.
really liked?
Tenant. Tenant is number three for me. I like that.
I haven't seen Tenet. I heard good things about it and I heard bad things about it, but I'm gonna have to get around to
See, for
Tenet.
me, like Tenant and Inception, when it comes to like time and concept of time, are the two movies that I really like because they're very deep in that realm of things. But Tenet is number three for me. So I had Tenet, I had Soul, I had Fat Man. Damn, I know I'm missing some great movies here.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Like
Um,
I probably watched a bunch of movies and I didn't even like. I really didn't watch that many new joints.
where?
I don't even know if I have five. Like I've been watching like older movies like for the longest. Like I haven't,
Hmm.
because I like to go to the movie theater.
All
You know what I'm saying? So
right,
like I go to the theater, man.
all right,
I'm not
so
trying to like watch movies at home.
I yeah, shout out to Tom DiNucci. Because Money Plane was actually an interesting movie because I was watching the movie, and I'm like, yo, and no word of a lie, no word of a lie. I'm watching the movie, and I'm like, yo, who's this Tom DiNucci looking motherfucker in this movie? So like, Andrea's like, oh, all right, well let's see who it is at the end of the credits. So at the end, motherfucking Tom DiNucci, I was like, oh shit, it really wasn't.
I
I was like, oh snap, it was him. I was like, wow. I was like,
watched that Midnight Sky movie the other day with George Clooney. That shit was weird, man. I can't really say
that
that it
was
was good or
Brandon.
bad. It was solid, but then it just ended like it had the weirdest ending of any movie that I've seen.
Oh, what's it? Who? Hubie. Halloween was a
Oh
funny
man, I
movie.
watched that shit. That shit was hilarious, man. And
That was
the one with David Spade. Uh,
which one was that one?
oh man,
I I know we're real sloppy with it right now with the movies. Because when it comes to the TV shows, like I'm all on it because Fargo is probably my favorite one off the rip. Um, for 2020 when it comes to TV shows, but
yeah, man, it's gonna be the
damn,
Mandalorian for me. Um,
yeah, Mandalorian
that
ended up
that's
real strong.
Mandalorian
Yeah,
was probably the best show of the year in my opinion.
yo,
Although I wasn't a big Fargo fan to begin with. I tried to
mm,
watch it. The episodes are super long. Um, but you can't forget about
but
Tiger King. Tiger King dominated everybody's life for about a month or two.
was
Uh,
this year or that was
yeah,
last year?
Tiger King was the beginning of the pandemic, man.
Oh
That was like
shit,
April.
yeah, it was. Damn, yo, damn, Tiger King went by real quick. Like I really forgot about Tiger King because like for me, like The Boys was on my list. Perry Mason, the new Perry Mason that made my list. Lovecraft Country. Yeah, The Rabbit. Like, see, I'm getting real deep with some of my shows here. A
I
lot
kept
of
it
the
more.
Quibi
I
shows.
kept it more mainstream, man. I'm watching. I was watching. Was that? Damn, I can't remember the name now.
But my favorite two finds though was the DC series was Titans. Yo, Titans really caught me off guard because I'm like, yo, Titans, this might be some bullshit. But even before I got into Titans, I watched Stargirl. Stargirl caught me off guard, and I was like, yo, this is actually pretty quality. So I watched Titans, and then when I saw Robin like punch through a glass and grab the guy's head through the window and then grate his face on the broken glass, I was like, oh shit, yo, this show is a little bit bugged. Like this is not gonna be like my typical Batman Robin type, puff show. Yo, there's some real violence in that show.
Yo, I really
Yo,
what else did I let me see what my list would be. Clone Wars. I'm still watching
all
Clone
right,
Wars, but Clone Wars was my shit, especially with the new
all right,
season.
all
Um,
right. That was a revisit, a nice find.
definitely definitely The Mandalorian.
Hmm.
What did I start watching the other day? I
Now,
was saying
Samurai
earlier
Jack.
the Designated Survivor, which we discovered. I know it's not like a
Mm-hmm.
new 2020 show, but we discovered that shit in 2020. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and that shit was pretty dope, as well as of course not the Lion King, the Tiger King. Man, I was in on that shit and that Jeffrey Epstein shit, which was just
Yeah,
it was
man.
like watching a train wreck, man. Like
Tell
literally,
you
because you're
about
like, yo, how the fuck kind of predator ass motherfucker. But anyway, those are the shows that I was like really glued to.
it.
That
Mm-hmm.
and The Shy, the last season of The Shy,
Mm.
on Showtime was really
Yeah,
really good.
Avenue Five on HBO. That was one of them shows that I ended up finding. Utopia. That one was freaky, but Upload was a little bit better on Amazon. I can't get back to Sneaky Pete. I don't know why. But The Boys. Then there was this other show called Woke. That was pretty good. And then this weird ass show called Dispatches from Elsewhere on AMC. Was it AMC? Yeah, one of them
Man, dude,
channels.
you watch a lot of
A&E.
TV, man. Let's change directions and get into your
Yeah.
top 10 albums that you was listening to. For me, I'm
All
gonna
right.
start us off on this one.
Music. All right.
Streams of thought, like all of them.
Black
I've
Thought.
been
All
banging them.
right.
All three of this streams of
And I've
thought.
come around.
The Locks
I've come.
album. Hold on.
Uh-huh.
The
Hmm.
Locks album for me was probably the best album of the year. Uh, from a standpoint of like, yo, every time I listen to it front to back. I don't really
Hmm.
skip over any songs. Like the Locks album for me was like Reasonable Doubt when Reasonable Doubt came out this year. Like it was just like the album that like kind of took over for like all the other
Hmm.
albums. What else came out that I really really liked? Styles dropped. This is like Styles dropped two projects. They were dope.
Hmm.
Uh, that Conway album is incredible. Um, and that
All right.
actually, like for me, like they came out like back to back weeks too. So it was like, yo, the Locks album came out, then the Conway album came out, and I was like, damn, this Conway album's crazy. And then
Hmm.
who else dropped an album like that? Same. The Black Thought album came out first, and then what you call it? Run the Jewels dropped their album a couple weeks before that. That Run the Jewels album was solid.
All right.
Solid. I still bang that shit every day almost because the whole album's in my favorites. Um,
Hmm.
what else? What else? One
Let's.
more like kind of like album that was
Hmm.
kind of like I don't want to call it like a guilty pleasure record, but like um,
No.
what the fuck is it?
I'm hoping that you're not gonna say Taylor Swift, and I'm not trying to feed you with this.
Nah.
Yeah.
I actually haven't taken the time to listen to the Taylor Swift album yet, but
Uh,
it's on my list, man. Uh,
mm, your list.
yeah, it's on my list. Listen.
No, no,
I'm
no,
a fan of
no.
the
That's
music,
okay.
man.
It's your list. Your list is your list, and I'm
Uh,
not. I can't. I'm not here to take away from your list.
Bits and pieces of that Wayne album were pretty dope too, and Royce dropped a couple projects
Yeah, because
that were pretty solid.
Royce actually. I was listening to him recently because he got nominated for the what's that? Grammy, Emmy,
Grammy.
Grammy. Yeah. So he got nominated. Him, Nas. Um, is it D
That
Smoke?
that Nas album was dope too.
Um, the Freddie Gibbs. The Freddie Gibbs, like this year, like I've been rocking heavy Freddie Gibbs, been rocking heavy Alchemist, um, Action Brunson. These are like personal favorites that I've been rocking. But After Party is one of my favorite finds of the year. which is a bunch of jazz musicians that got together and just decided to form a group. So that after party was one of my favorite finds, where it's like totally off key because like them Griselda boys was doing it heavy. So Benny the Butcher, West Side Guns, and Conway the Machine. So like that was really off the top of my head the ones that I really like. But yeah, like other than that, I've been listening to a lot of weird stuff because with the podcast, I did a different mixes this year. Like I did reggae mix. I did um I didn't no, I just did some more R&B, but no, like those are my favorites. Like Freddie Gibbs, Alchemist, Action Brunson, Busta Rhymes. I almost
Yeah,
forgot about
The
it.
Buster album was pretty smooth. Hey, so
Um,
what would you say like is like the besides the election cycle and the
mhm,
COVID,
mhm.
what would you say was like the defining point of 2020?
On a personal level or just a overall level?
Just in general. I mean, on a personal level and on an overall level. Sometimes they're the
Well,
same.
on a personal level, like 2020, like the way that I look at it is it helped me see things clear, like the kind of people that I want to deal with, the kind of energy I want to actually associate with. Because I'm usually a homebody anyway, so it didn't really affect me that much. Where I didn't really need physical contact. I had a built-in reason not to actually be around people. Even though this year was gonna be my year for me to actually physically be there for people. Um, but it helped me, just see things for what they are, rather than for what I want them to be or what I prefer them to be. Um, so that was one thing, not being able to be around my family as accessible, and that's another thing. But I haven't gone to New York all year, and I actually feel the energy strain of not going back home for like at least a weekend. You know, it's as simple as that is, as close as New York is I haven't been able to go back. So that for me is something I really want to do in 2021. So need to get
Word.
back to New York,
Yo,
recharge my batteries like Birdman.
for me, man, like the thing that defines like thing that defines 2020 for me is like, yo, you gotta slow down. Like I feel like this whole pandemic and shit like really forced people to slow down and like really evaluate, hopefully,
Mm,
really evaluate their situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of us found ourselves not working, and how would we survive? You know,
mhm.
without our regular day. It's like when you and this is just like a weird analogy that I just kind of thought of, but and it doesn't apply to everybody, but like it's like you're so used to like your children just coming in and keeping themselves busy with like TV and video games and shit, and then one day the power goes out, and you're like,
Mm.
yo, what the fuck I'm gonna do now? You know what I'm saying? I don't even know no games or how to play no board games or card games with my kids and shit. You can't go outside, it's dark. That's how I kind of how I feel like 2020 was like, yo, it forced people to like reflect on like
Get back to
get
basics.
back to the basic shit. Like, yo,
Hmm.
you don't have to go out every night to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? You could do more shit at home. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go to the grocery store
Yeah.
every day. You could cook more at home. You don't have to go to
Is it
restaurants.
worth your life?
You know, it really put a lot of things into perspective, especially like on the sports landscape and like, hell, how important is it really? But these people that have jobs, you got your essential workers that had to go to work in this and they exposed themselves. Um, so I really feel like it made people really sit down. Like it made people want to be more active um, in the social and political landscapes too. So I think
Hmm.
overall, like that would be like also my silver lining. But I think that's what really was like the defining point of like 2020. Like, yo, you got to slow down sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
really just got to slow
and
down.
like my sister. like my sister always tells me, sometimes the Lord has a way of slowing us down, even when we don't want to. So this was the ultimate. Like even now, where a lot of people still want to travel and they're telling you keep your ass at home. Yo, the weather is not helping with a lot of people's travel. Like some places there's snowstorms, now it's windstorms. Like, yo, sometimes you just gotta slow your ass down and just get back to basics. And that's really what 2020 was basically for me. Where, now I just see things much clearer where I had time to actually be to myself without having to do things. Like, no, that's not worth my life. Like, I'm not doing that. Like,
Right. So now
cause,
we're going into 2021 in a week or so.
hmm
I mean, we're about a week away, right? Was it 26? So yeah,
yeah,
we
yeah,
right up
yeah.
against it. 2021.
hmm Yep.
I don't really like the term resolution, but for lack of something better right now, like what's your 2021? What's your goals and expectations? We'll call them that.
My outlooks for
No, no,
2021,
no. Goals and expectations, my friend.
goals and expectations. Okay, so
Give
goal
me
is to
one goal and one expectation, and maybe they.
one ultimate goal is to finally have my home studio set up properly. Um, whatever I need to do so that way I can live record and do more live stuff. So be it. That's a goal. Expectation. Just expect to have two kids in college. um,
Damn, next year?
yeah.
Shit.
So
Man, you might want to
I
get
got
you a couple
that.
of jobs, bro.
Yeah, yeah. We'll see about that.
Hey, so for me,
And none of them balls. So maybe my daughter, but that's a whole nother story.
so for me, man, my only goal is to keep fucking shedding this weight down. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be in the two teens, low 220s by my birthday. That's first.
hmm
That's the first goal. Um, I expect to get there, but also like one of the expectations that I'm trying to set for myself is just to be um, a little more creative. Um, my creative juices have been like, I don't want to call them stagnant, but they've been a lot of like ebbing and flowing. So I'd like to have a consistent. Um, I'm expecting to have a more consistent level of creativity here in 2021. But aside from that, man, we just trying to make better shows for the next year too. You know, keep everything
Oh yeah.
keep everything on and popping as we continue in this year three
Oh yeah.
of this
Nah, I got
good
some interviews
conversation.
lined up for the new year, man.
So be on the lookout for all that, man. It's going to be another episode of the Saturday Conversation in the books. Make
Yes,
sure you
indeed.
check us on all the socials. Uh, check us out on all the YouTube, Castbox, Spreaker, all of that, all them places where you can get your uh, podcast live stream.
These
These are all of those, man. Anywhere where you get a podcast, that's where you can find us, for real. Uh,
yeah, buddy.
Other than that, man, we hope everybody enjoyed their Christmas. Uh,
Yeah.
we hope everybody has a fantastic new year. Set your
Yes.
goals and expectations and, try to get there. You know what I'm saying? So, with that, you know what I'm
Eh,
saying? We'll check y'all in the next episode. It's episode number 92. That's it. I'm your man, DJ Caveman. It's DJ Iron
yeah.
Monkey. We out.
Yeah, buddy.